So next week is Valentine's Day. I like how, except for business purposes, nobody really enjoys Valentine's Day anymore. For the single people, it's another reminder that they're forever alone. And for the people in a relationship, it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's the day that I need to mark on the calendar so I know that I have to wear the fancy underwear. But I personally like Valentine's Day, so in honor of it, I made a video of why I'm going to stay forever single. Okay, so beforehand, it's not going to be like a very sad video. No self-deprecation, just a cold, hard truth. With a smile. Reason number one. I don't know, that is what Dementors sound. They don't talk. Dementors don't talk. Sorry. Okay, reason number one why I'm not in a relationship. I'm not looking for a relationship. I just, except for one brief period when I was 14, I never really thought that being single was uncool. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why I'm not cool. This really isn't a major one. I really hate it when other people go, oh my god, I mean, I'm already halfway in my 20s and I'm still single. Like, I look like such a desperate dickhead. And I'm just like, well, shit, I mean, we're the same age. Now you're making me look like a dickhead and making me feel bad about myself. Nobody gets to make me feel bad about myself except for myself. I'm already dishing out the wisdom. No need to thank me. Reason number two. Look at the little penguin. Look at all the little penguins, but look at that little penguin with the heart shape. Oh, I love heart shapes on animals. I mean, it's either a statistical improbability or proof that God exists. Anyway, reason number two, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I actually never been on a date before. And I actually have no idea. I mean, even if you get to the point where you and another person have agreed to go on something that you semantically call a date, like, what do you do? Where do you go for fun? Like, first of all, I don't have any money. So either it's going to be something hella cheap or you're going to have to pay. Like, I have no idea what the hell is going on. Like, what do you do on a date? Is it kind of like what you do with friends, but then with flirting or something? I have no idea how you flirt. Reason number three. Da, 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 da. Okay, FYI, if you don't listen to Fall Out Boy, that's fine. But you will never know the true meaning of love. Okay, listen to this. I have self-image issues. And it's not what you think. It's not like, oh, I'm not hot, or I'm so fat, or I'm so weird and annoying. Because I might be all four of them, but I love me. But that's not the point. I'm so wrapped up in this little bubble of self-love that I never contemplate the possibility of someone else liking me too. So people will be dropping mad hints and I'm not picking up on any of them. Sorry. Seriously though. Reason number four. We live in a world where fictional socially awkward 13-year-old girls are way smoother than I will ever be. So, I can't really blame guys for not getting to ask me out because I'm barely ever around. Like, I go to the hospital where I do my internships, and then I go home, and then I go get groceries, and then I go home. Like, I'm literally inside, always. Like, how the hell are you gonna track me down? And if you did manage to find my house, you're a little creepy. Reason number five. Okay, so if you don't know this meme or don't find it remotely funny, chances are you're not my type. Types, man. Or styles, depending where you live. Tennistadia. Is it just me, or does everyone has this chronic life problem that there's always a mismatch between people who like you and people that you kind of like? All the guys who come up to me and openly confess that they're attracted to me are exactly the type of guys I don't want to be romantically involved with. And the other way around, I never tell them. But the guys that I find attractive usually don't really go for girls like me. Or actually, I just kind of presume that and I just fade away out of their existence. Forever. Until I happen to run into them again. Like, you can't, that happens, right? Mm. Reason number 6. Am I trying to tell you guys that I think I'm garbage? Maybe. See, the thing is, I actually friend zone myself. I really prefer being friends with some guy because having a friendship with a guy who's attracted to girls is a very rare and unique thing. Being able to connect without having any romantic or sexual tension is hard, nearly impossible, but friendships do arise. Arise is a little bit of an awkward word here. Friendships can happen and they're beautiful, and it's just a great opportunity to hang out with not girls or hang out with not gays. What kind of social life do I have for real? Reason number 7. Is anyone else really excited that kurasami is real because they feel like our pop culture needs more bisexual representation and that us heterosexuals have more than enough screen time already? Or is that just me? Okay, if you don't know what fanfiction is or if you have never read it, this might be the first time that you're experiencing it. Because we got ourselves a scenario here that literally never happened before, but bear with me. So it's me in this scenario, with a guy, he knows I like him, I know that he likes me, it's all hella mutual, it's there. What now? It's like you've been spending forever on this video game on level 1, and as soon as you jump to level 2, you have no idea how the control buttons work. Am I the only one who gets really anxious and awkward at the thought of being rejected, but gets even more anxious and awkward at the thought that they might like me back? Please tell me I'm not alone. Reason number 8. I think the best pickup line that will ever work on me will still be, "Your butt won't be the only thing that's getting wiped tonight." Okay, so let's say we're in this relationship. It's so good. You know, we both got our baggage. You got a couple of exes, and I am still heavily emotionally invested in my celebrity crushes. But baby, I stay in love with you. And honestly, you can't blame me. These celebrity crushes I've probably known for a lot longer than I've known you. So imagine this. We're out on a date, just walking around, doing a little window shopping. We're all cute and everything. But if I happen to see Dan Howell walking down the street, I'ma dump your non-British ass. And you don't need that kind of insecurity in your relationship. Baby, you deserve better. And you will move on to your next relationship, which will probably be endgame, and I will be too scared to actually approach them because I think I'd be bothering him too much. Forever alone. Much like how I predicted. Reason number 9. You know what my aesthetic is? People who watch Gintama. That's basically the only thing I'm looking for right now. Okay, so let's say we got past the relationship hurdle and we're together. I think I might be the girlfriend who has a lot of demands. And I don't mean demands like having naturally wavy hair, loving strawberry and chocolate parfaits, never being able to pay his rent on time, or having notoriously famous samurai skills. But I just mean, things like always being able to cheer me up, share the good times, share the bad times, being able to telepathically tell whenever I feel bad. And I know people are going to be like, those kind of relationships exist, Nadia. But for me, this is how it works. First, you show me proof, and then you put QED under it. Math joke, and people wonder why I don't have a boyfriend. Reason 10 is the sugar that helps the medicine go down. That didn't make any sense. I forced it way too much. My aesthetic, people who know Disney lyrics by heart. Okay, so let's say you're my hypothetical boyfriend. If at this point you're not a boy or you're not a friend, just pretend. That rhymed. But okay, if you were my hypothetical boyfriend, have you ever met my family? Have you ever met my family and then decided not to walk away? Then you can stay. Whoa, I just rhymed again. What? Nicki Minaj, you got some competition. Just don't assume it's me. Family, importance. Reason number 11. I feel reduced to this kind of humor. It's like having an insider joke with that part of the internet you're thankfully not familiar with. Okay, so we covered my social circle, but what would actually happen if you had to introduce me? It might be a little bit embarrassing. Hi, so I'm Nadia. I'm your son slash brother slash cousin slash grandson slash friend slash neighbor slash college mate slash awkward acquaintance's girlfriend. So I'm 24 years old, but my interests haven't really changed since I was 10. I'm a Gemini and I like puppies. I've barely any purpose in life left since Naruto became the Hokage. I'd like to travel the world and play music, but right now I'm becoming a doctor as a backup plan. I cry when I think about Korean celebrities. I prefer chocolate over cinnamon, and I haven't changed my hairstyle in over 10 years. And despite being romantically involved with him, I still spent most of my time on Tumblr. What a catch, Donnie. Reason number 12. This one's a classic. So fandoms. Even if it's not Lord of the Rings, it could be anime, it could be Pokemon, it could be movies, it could be video games. Basically anything that my parents think is exclusively catered to kids. Look, I'm not saying that in order to be with me, you need to have a favorite Harry Potter book, or that you need to know how to recognize Goku in all the Super Saiyan forms, though that's advised. The thing is, what else do we have to talk about? Don't remind me of school, that will just depress me. My future career, that will just depress me even more. What else do grown-ups talk about? Taxes and house prices? I meant taxes as the stuff that you pay, not the state in America. Though we could talk about that. Beyonce's from Texas.
What you say?
Man, Tumblr messed me up so bad, and I already had such a bad sense of humor to start with. Fast forward, into the future. What are we gonna do if we start living together? Because I spent a lot of time on The Sims, but not building any houses. I was just there for the music. The soundtrack is good. Decorating is completely up to you. As for the wedding, in the morning I want to wear a white dress. In the afternoon, a Korean hanbok. And in the evening, Pakistani style. Red and gold, just like my sister told me.
Salame ishq, 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 salame ishq. Salame ishq, 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 salame ishq. Salame ishq, salame.
And I don't know what you're gonna wear, but let me know beforehand. We gotta color coordinate. That's 14. Okay, so real talk here. Reason 14, well, I'll probably be single for a very long time. I might be wearing this Gryffindor scarf like I'm all that, but when it comes to pursuing romance or accepting it into my life, I just simply don't have the balls. Oh yeah. What's up t-shirt reference? Maybe I shouldn't do that. I already alluded to creeping up on one YouTuber, so I guess it wouldn't really help much if I stole the one-liner of another. So for this Valentine's Day, I only have a couple of things to say. First of all, if you're not in a romantic relationship, that's fine. You could just use this day to love yourself or love all the people in your life that are already there. If you do have a significant other, don't forget to wine them, unless you don't drink alcohol, which is cool. Dine them, unless you only got money for cheap Chinese takeout, which is cool. And just sexually rock their world, unless you're ace, which is cool too. So I don't have any plans for Valentine's Day, so I'm probably gonna repeat the same ritual that I always do each year, which is kind of like
Valentine Day kiss. Valentine Day kiss. Valentine Day kiss. 恋の記念日シャラララ素敵にキスシャラララ Why does the sun exist? シャラララ In an anime and like tennis シャラララ We'll never wait our gifts